Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome. It's amazing to be on Spotify for a podcast series now with your host, the Autistic YT, and along with quite a few co-hosts for this podcast, which only one of them is here so far, which is HappyElf. Welcome, Happy, to the studio.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you. This is my first podcast I'm doing.
Hmm.
I've listened to quite a few different podcasts over the years, and I'm excited to be on my first one. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Nice. You're welcome, you're welcome. Well, anyway, listeners, you're probably wondering what this podcast is going to be all about, and such as who's going to be on, that will be cleared up. And for this first episode, along with part 2 of this episode, I'm going to do quite a few introductions, and just we're going to tell you a little bit about ourselves, just our background character a little bit. Yes. And basically just talk about a subject or two during today's episode of perhaps what's on our mind. So yes, in case if you don't know who I am, my name is the Autistic YT, which I'm autistic and a British YouTuber, and just to say I'm in my early 20s. Don't know why I said that, but I won't. And I've also invited my friend along, SedateSloth, to be on the very first episode here. So welcome, Sloth. So Happy, want to tell us a little bit about you?
Well, I'm a adult individual from America. I've been playing Rec Room since March of 2018, so I'm coming up on my third year playing this game. And I've enjoyed pretty much every bit of it. I met quite a few great people over the years. Some have left for long periods of time for like maybe getting banned or so, and other people I've come to know and still play with and all.
Nice.
And I did do an adult maker pin recently.
Oh yeah.
Graduated like middle of February, and the room I was working with actually got featured,
Oh,
which I'm
nice.
really happy about.
Congrats, man. Congrats.
Thanks.
You're welcome. How about so welcome, Sloth, as well, to the studio. This is a first podcast episode for the Spotify series. So, want to tell the listeners a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So I joined July the 1st, 2019.
Alright.
I met a couple of people that I don't think they're still playing now since then. It's not... I'm part of Rec Room Radio, as you can tell. I've got a couple of shows up on there. Obviously I'm on Spotify as well. I like building, that's alright. And yeah, basically I'm just a podcaster.
Alright. Alright, awesome. Alright. At least we understand a little bit about each other now, which is amazing. I mean, so, what shall we talk about for today's first episode?
Well, I gotta say that when Sloth first came up, I saw this little dino head in the table, and I was like, "Oh, cute little dino head, little mascot."
Yes. It's very...
That is a really cool hat. I really like it. Just too bad that I can't get enough coins during this game to get something like that. I also want to get the shark hat too, and like go around places and go dun 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 dun.
The weird thing is though, when someone had the shark in the rec center, you know when you hover over the outfits and like the click on outfits and then you hover over it, so like, the full sentence just said doo doo.
Yeah.
Doo doo.
Yeah.
I even got it. I even got it clipped as well. I was gonna put it on my Insta. Like what?
Okay, that's just crazy. Literally, that's crazy, man.
You just can't get it. You can't get it in the shop now. You only can get it in the paintball map.
Well,
Yeah.
well, it's probably understanding that maybe
No.
with a lot of shops shut today due to Corona.
Coronavirus, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you were saying,
I
just
think
going to
it's
say something.
uh,
Yep.
yeah. I think it's quite interesting that the some of the hats, like the shark cat and the octopus hat, that you have to go to the specific map that's in to be able to go get it.
Hmm.
You know, and like you end up finding a bunch of different things. Like, oh, I didn't know something like this existed at all. And I honestly wish that when you do click on someone's like the outfit part, that they tell you like where you can get it. Because some of the outfits like from Crescendo, like
Hmm.
they're really awesome. Like you get new people last few months, and you're like, where are these outfits coming from? And everything, and they just say not
Yeah.
for sale. You know, I'm like, okay, great. How do I get it? You know, even with some of simple like Crimson Cauldron outfits, like
True.
you have to know where to get.
So true.
Right, I've got one thing.
Sure.
So, have you guys heard about the theory about the outside of the rec centre?
I need a little more information.
Right, it's basically when you're on screen, you load in, like like the little loading screen.
Yeah.
It shows you like different pictures and that. When I load on, when I was on screen, there's like an outside rec centre.
I
So you can just vibe outside.
Notorious covered a video on that. He did,
Yeah.
and I'm actually kind of
That's-
excited for that. Like, if actually does happen, like that will be truly amazing. Like, literally. What are your thoughts on it? Happy?
Alright, when you say the outside of the rec center, I mean like you go to the rec center and the outside part of it? That you
I'm
see
not.
people go to?
I'm not sure about that one. I don't know.
No?
I don't know if it's two separate sub rooms or it's just like you can just go out straight out the door. I'm not sure.
Besides, I think
Because I know there's some rooms to where there's like a whole big outdoor area, like you can end up creating a room from that room and all. But like I know with the rec center, I've seen people go outside, and I've gone outside that little section, like outside the cafe and all that. And there's supposedly
Yeah.
a glitch to where you on the basketball area, the vending machine, you go somehow glitch through that way, and I haven't been able to glitch through that way lately. And it was like right before they had snow that could go out there. Because they had like little snowmen. I've seen pictures on rec.net and Instagram on that. And I thought it was so cool. And like right now they have, they could have gotten rid of it now, but like Wednesday they had find the 13
Clovers.
4-leaf clovers and all that. And I found like about 8. And I think I got told one's outside. I'm like, can't really go outside if I can't find them. You know.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it's on the hat outside where that's
Where the
no
mirror, where the mirror people could look at. I got told the other day there's one on the other side of that wall. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Mirror people.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone is probably fascinated by the mirror. Like, probably 95% of the Brooklyn population is. I mean, even though I might got a eye on myself in the mirror sometimes, like doing Macho Man or something, or doing some dance routines, you know. I mean, that's probably a bit weird, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because when I first saw like the picture, or like, where is there actually going to be an outside, like an outside rec centre, and then I got like a notification on Insta from Notorious, like, to watch his YouTube video. Like, I get spammed by that every time he uploads a video.
Same.
And then I watched it, and he was talking about the rec centre. I said, I saw that picture on the loading screen, and then Hairy Man Legs put it on his Discord server, and he said that the theory might be true, and Atlas answered on his YouTube channel as well, so it might be coming out, I'm guessing.
I mean, you're not gonna lie, but what I don't understand though is if an outside does actually happen. I mean, what about the park though? Because that is outside, unless if that's like some sort of like back garden, whereas the rec centre is like the front entrance, and then the dorm will probably be like, I don't know, like a tall building so it like it's like a hotel in some ways.
I just got invited to a club called Jesus Christ Club, and I'm trying to figure out if we're all children of Jesus.
Wait,
That's an
what?
interesting one.
I turned my sounds on that off because I was listening to my podcast on Spotify.
This is just Jesus Christ Club. I'm trying to figure out if we were all children.
Of Jesus.
I mean,
Okay.
I suppose. I suppose we
So I'm
were.
getting a message that I need to ask you something, but I'm not sure what I need to ask.
Alright.
Trying to find the person else that I got.
So how's your guys' day been while he searched that up?
My day's been pretty good. I can search
Pretty
for it.
great, mine has. How about yours?
I've been pretty fine. I'm trying to get my podcast back up again.
It's difficult. It can be difficult, you know.
Yeah, I just need some people.
Do you guys recognize the name Jerry041? It's Jari.
I'm
Can't
not sure.
say that I have.
Saying an old.
I don't.
And he's saying that like old friend. Didn't specifically which one of you guys were old friends of his. You know.
Probably.
I can't say. I never heard of that name.
But Sergio? Sergio? Rec Room?
Send him a message saying who's your friend autistic or see it. Online.
I'm confused.
I don't know either.
It's real.
I meet so many
I'm getting
people in
on my
Rec
streams
Room.
saying, subscribe to me! I have 170 subs! Okay, that's awesome, you got 170 subs. I have like 11. I wish I could get that many on YouTube. On Rec Room I have like 387. It's because of,
In it.
the one room got featured. I ended up getting like 150 subs from that one room. It was great.
That's the thing. Once you do something that gets yourself popular, that's it. You start to get all random companies, like famous people, starting to follow you. I mean, just about an hour ago, I had a sex podcast started following me on my Instagram, which it's weird. I mean, I bring that sort of audience to my profiles. I don't know how, but I do, which is probably pretty worrying. But I'm happy though, because at least I'm getting noticed.
Yeah.
But I'm just bringing in weird attention at the same time, like AKA bots.
Yeah.
I'll think of something. I've actually, with my Instagram, for the longest time, I was like doing a lot of things of like showing stuff for, like signs, taking pictures of it, uploading it, taking pictures of me, family, all that. And then I changed it to where it was more Rec Room related, and taking a bunch of pictures in Rec Room, and using this certain tags especially. And I was like, oh, getting a lot more followers now, and it started increasing real quick and everything. Like, yeah, followers, all right. And as much as I like getting like followers, subs to me in Rec Room or Instagram or even on YouTube, I'm like, it does boost my ego a little bit. But I'm like, okay, I gotta just remember, I gotta keep doing what I'm doing. People are liking what I'm doing. don't stray from this one path and everything. And if people don't like what I'm doing, okay, they don't have to stop, they don't have to follow me and all that. But just keep positive, spreading positivity and all that stuff, helping people out, you know. And if they need help with like building things, I could teach them, because I like building. I have like 10 pages of rooms that I've built. I've had like 8 or so rooms that people just randomly added me to, and I'm like, I don't even know these people. They're not even on my friends list. Like, where are these people coming from? So I'm thinking, like, they see my rooms, they like how I do them, and they just wanted me to, like, basically build in the room.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So many things could go wrong right there.
Right. So, every time that I get randomly invited to, like, a place, and then they want to be my friends. So, like, wait, what?
Hello, I want to be your friend. Can I be your friend? Can I be your friend? Can I be your friend? And you're just like trying to talk to someone, you know, saying yeah.
I just
I
want to get a friend request from someone, and then they want me to join them like all the time, right?
I said half the time when I get invited to a room, everyone's just like screaming their heads off at each other, and I'm just thinking, why have I been invited here?
Yeah. A lot of times when people invite me to rooms, it just comes out to be like, oh, they just want to boost the room views and everything. And one of the things that people don't realize is that the longer you stay in the room, it actually does help boost the room too.
I never knew that. I mean, I remember back then when I first joined the rec room, like although there was like limited builders, it's just trying to find builders to help you out on a room. Like it was difficult because, especially if you're not that great at building. But now, with the community being really, has quite a lot of people in rec room today, you could pretty much find any sort of building group with a flick of a switch, to be honest. I think that makes the right words.
Yeah, ever since like the RecCon, like I knew about like maker paint classes, and I joined a group before RecCon is Adults Who Play Rec Room, and they actually made a adults maker paint class, and that's how I learned like more details. Like I knew about tubing like when I first started, but it was kind of confusing with the sizes and everything, what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
And I've like you said, like back years ago, it was hard to find people to actually sit with you and teach, because I've had so many people say, oh, go to the Rec Room a YouTube channel and learn from there, and I'm like, it's so confusing how they do it, and they go, they're not explaining everything in it, because some of the things I've learned, they're missing details. And I've even told people, like, the best person I've learned how to do things is through Redbeard, watching his videos. It's more tuned to how I learn. And he actually helped me out. He actually invited another person to help me with a PvP map. First one, and I was like, okay, thank you for, because I'm really one-on-one type of thing instead of like watching videos and all that.
Yeah.
Like having someone explain things to me.
Yeah, I mean, talk about the adults who play Rec Room. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think I must have came across that group about a month ago, I think. And I have to admit, it's actually a nice place to be in. It is.
Yeah.
Like,
it is like any group, you got drama through people and all, but like you always have people that will help you out, get clicks and all that. But it is really great.
It's like, it's just like it's basically like it's just like it's basically Rec Room's like a babysitter's club. That's a coach is a babysitter, so I guess that could possibly work. But I mean, then again, I wonder who is actually coach in Rec Room.
I don't know.
Well, from what I've been talked to a few people, they were saying they have it to where it's supposed to be a redheaded woman and everything. That's who you hear a lot. But I've actually been told that there's a few people, mods, devs or so, they've actually used that account to do a few things, like nothing major or anything, but they've gone in and done stuff, and so it's a was it a placeholder account in a sense? Because if you notice, if you go to their page, even before they boosted up from level 30 to level 50, they were always level 99 and everything. Like, I ended up making a room and it's like, conspiracy theory about Coach. I didn't get many people going into the room, but yeah, I need to update that room. But yeah, I have this whole big theory of it. And like, going on theories, there's a whole thing of like with Rec Room, with the year 1987, it's like a school year or so. I'm just thinking it's initially it was someone's birthday year or whatever. That's part that helped create Rec Room, and I do like the whole thing of like with Golden Trophy, Crimson College and all that. It's you're in a theater play, so it's like maybe a college type of thing. And people are still going to the school and everything.
I mean, that could possibly make sense. I mean, in my opinion, I reckon Coach is like Mum from Futurama. And
oh yeah,
everyone should just like respect her, like saying, "Oh, hail, Mum."
Yeah. And like people who've been here since 2016, they're like Bender, and we're more of the upgrade people. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, then you also got volunteer mods. I mean. Yeah. That makes me wonder when that started happening, actually. When that actually really came through.
Yeah. I just meet Salt all the time in Rec Center.
They've had the volunteer mods as long as I can remember. At least they had a what is it? I want to say at least 2017, sometime there.
I mean, 20s.
I've had quite a few people say, oh, 2016 is a good year. And like, well, you got to look at what they had at the time. They didn't have the Golden Trophy, Crimson College, and all those quests. They just had basic paintball, the soccer, paddleball, those games. And I'm very grateful for all the Golden Trophy and all that stuff. Like by the time I joined, November 2017 they had Golden Trophy. I think December they did Crimson College, and then January 2018 was Jumbotron. And I remember people were like, "Oh yeah, we gotta go play this game. We gotta get this outfit, all that stuff." And I remember when what was it? Not Crescendo, but the Isle Lost Skulls came out. And people were like, "Oh, new one, that's so great." And then Rec Royale, people were like freaking out, "Gotta play this game." And some people were like, you'll always find hardcore grinders. And like within like I think a week, people already had those Bumblebee outfits, the beekeepers, and everyone would be wearing them. Like just it gets to the point where you're just showing off. But like with so many things coming out, like okay. You have like with yours, you have the your outfit, the sweater, that with Rec Room Plus, like that's showing off type of thing, you know. But like, hey, you gotta do stuff to be able to get these outfits so you can show it off and all.
You know.
And I kind of dislike how much certain items cost. Like I really like the anime outfits, and I've always wanted to get anime outfits, and I've been getting some of them, especially with the whole new system of the 3 pictures popping up. I'm like, oh yes, get this outfit, yes. But I love the Ranger outfit. Like I've actually have that somewhere. I tell people, okay, protecting Rec Royale, I'm Ranger now. Let's do this. Let's
I think
do our things.
I
it's
got
Patrol,
that,
man.
I got this one. No, where is it? No, wrong one. I got
Oh,
this one in. I got this one in the the pass.
yeah. The last, I want to say, I ended up buying at least 6 of those passes and everything, and I was like, it got to the point like summer last 2020, I had 2 other people who were really good at the teams winning like 95% of the time in Rock Royale, and then they end up leaving completely, and I was like, I can't really team up with people because a lot of people I play with, they don't want to play Rock Royale, or they can't because of like they're on the Quest 1 and all, so they can't. So I'm like, this is pointless. So I just end up buying all the outfit. There's like 6 things of the outfits.
Yeah.
You look like you're ready for some tea with some Majesty person or so.
Actually, I was
Or
gonna
you're
say,
watching somebody want tea. It's tea time. I gotta patrol this room, man.
actually, I was gonna say he looks like a young Charlie Chaplin.
Oh yeah. Maybe I have a slightly different mustache, like the cop
Yeah.
mustache.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be
It's
really
actually
cool.
quite.
Some people
It's
call
quite
me a
fun
bank
seeing
person.
people. It's quite fun seeing how people create their own outfits and everything. And I've seen so many people usually they're trolling. They have like the cop mustache and certain outfits to where you're like, oh my gosh, they're dressed up like Hitler. And they
Oh,
just start laughing.
jeez.
It's like, yeah, they purposely dress up like that. I'm like, why? That
You
brings negative to the game.
Well, I went to the rec centre on Valentine's Day, and I saw someone dressed up as Osama bin Laden, and someone next to him
Oh
was just
gosh.
doing that, like just doing that and playing Osama bin Laden like theme music or something. It was just okay. That was just truly
Sorry about that.
terrifying. I mean.
I fell over.
I mean, I know Rec Room has been hacked in the past, but I don't want to start seeing terrorists in VR as well.
Right.
I remember when we found out that their Insta got
Deleted, yes.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, that was actually kind of probably funny, but also kind of worrying. I mean...
Yeah. Yeah, I remember, I was just looking through my Insta story, and then someone said, what happened to like, their Rec Room account with their, like, a picture with, like, nothing there, it was just full on blank, and then I went to go search it up, there was nothing there, and then I told you, and then you told other people.
Besides, don't forget, they also got hacked on Discord before, and especially in Rec Room, where someone hacked into Coach's account, where they were start banning people. Like, not gonna lie, it's funny. I mean, although it's scary, but it's kind of funny at the same time because,
Yeah, it could have been you.
yeah. I mean, I know that people hate the game sometimes, so they want to do bad things to it, but people want to enjoy a game in peace.
Yeah.
Like, they don't want to experience no hackers or nothing. That's why I'm hating all this drama that's been going around lately, which I don't want to really discuss about it. That's why I can't stand many YouTubers on my crew. They get a bit too...
I think Sharkbox coming back.
Yeah.
That's how you spell it.
I
Oh, the shark.
Shark
Boy.
Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that video of him leaving, and I was like, I understand, like, because there is a lot of negative things, and I know 2020 I've been seeing a lot more people being negative, saying like racial things, discriminatory, and then like with Xbox, like with any new system, like, in this case Xbox just joined, a lot of people started saying stuff, and I didn't start reporting people until like the end of 2019, And it's because, like, I'm like, okay, too many people are starting this stuff. It's not cool.
Mm.
And I was actually in a room with Emily Waffle, Yay, and another person higher up. And once they left, then immediately I started hearing people saying discriminating things. I was like, wow. Once they leave, it's like, yeah, of course, we're not going to get reported, because they left. And I just reported them.
Yeah, ever since Rec Room
And, like,
Radio... Oh, you go ahead.
and it just, like, if you watch the AMAs, obviously they know there are people doing this and everything, saying the bad things. And that's why there's the report system and everything. But, like, I've actually had, on numerous occasions in the last year, people false reporting me. I was in the Spillway games. It was Capture the Flag. And I was protecting my flag and everything. And then one person, I was like, the sixth time I killed them. And they ended up clicking on my profile, reported me. And I think I got vote kicked out for
Oof.
spawn killing. I got vote kicked for spawn killing.
Mm.
I was like, I was on my own side. Yeah, I understand there's spawn killing in games, but you have to be on the other person's side. Like, middle of the field to their side for that to count. And, like, you have a lot of people in the adults who play Rec Room, like, we all pretty much agreed for the most part of, you haven't played the game until you've been claimed that you're hacking. And especially when you're teleporting. Like,
Yes.
teleporting was the initial thing. I used to teleport all the time, but I feel like I could move better like this. And teleporters have a slight advantage in the sense that they could all of a sudden move quickly out of the way instead of like us going, oh my god, it's like this. So,
Yeah.
sometimes you can get them. But yeah. But it's not too much of an advantage. It's like, okay, here's walking, teleporting is like about right here.
Yeah.
Not much difference. And I find that the most negative people tend to be the age 13 to 16. That age range, for the most
So
part.
true. Definitely.
Yeah. Right, I remember. Right, I was in this rec centre, and there was this 12-year-old just like swearing at me and that. I didn't know he's like 12. I didn't know like 12. I said, mate, how old are you? And he said I'm 12. Like, I said, boys, you know what to do, like reporting, and then he full on like a spasm on the floor, and then if you do it again, I will do it. But since I'm nice, I didn't do it.
Yeah, I remember. I heard like a 9-year-old kid. I didn't realise how old he was. But I was talking to Centro. No, yeah. Who the person that just the host of the Decade Talk Show.
Oh yeah. Xeon.
Yeah, Xeon. That's it. Xeon. What's Centro? And obviously that kid wanted an invite because he was working at Rec Room Radio. And so I invited him in, and obviously me and I forgot his name again. Xeon, yes. Obviously we were swearing a little bit, but not too much. And obviously that kid just saying, "Can you keep it down? I don't. If my mum hears you swearing, I will be getting told off next." And then he started threatening us because we told him saying, "Look, we can swear if we like," and he started threatening us a little bit and started swearing and everything, but quietly.
I've heard of one person telling me that they were playing paintball and this kid was cursing all that, and then he died and then came up to the guy and says, "My mom heard me curse, do all this stuff, say all this stuff to you, and I need to apologize." And like, thank goodness there's a mom there, the parents, because with these kids, like, their parents are allowing them to have the system in their own bedroom type of thing. And I'm like, okay, parents are going to let them do stuff, but like, they also got to pay attention to what they're doing online. Because it's just nuts that kids are doing this. Like, I know, like, Call of Duty, people my age in their 30s, they played Call of Duty back in the day, and then they say like your mom and all this stuff about someone's mom and all that stuff, and that is toxicity to the finest. Oh yeah, and the people my age, they're playing it, and they're now having kids, and they're still playing Call of Duty, and the kids are listening, and they're saying all this stuff and everything. And I actually asked Emily Waffles straight out, saying, hey, I understand the whole thing of separating those under 13, then doing the thing and all that, but is there a way, even if we as the players don't know it, but have the ability to where I don't want to play with anyone under the age of 18, just totally separate that type of thing. And she straight out said we can't do that because of a particular thing. It was basically pedophiles. They know there's pedophiles on this game, and they're we can't separate things like that. And I wish you kind of would.
We kind of know one. I mean, because I found out through someone. Yeah.
I've seen a particular video of if someone was live streaming and saying, yeah, I'm calling out this one person. I forget who the user was, but even on Rec Room, the Instagram, there's a few people that are kind of drama channels, and they're calling out people straightforward, and it's one person. It to me appears one person making 6 or 7 of these accounts with a list of names of people. To where these individuals are they know that these people are underage, but still going after them. And one person that was on the list made a comment on one of the pictures saying, yeah, that was over a year ago. I'm regretting that I did it. Can you please stop saying this now? I am living with my guilt and all that stuff. And the person who posted it is saying, this individual that you victimized want their story out, and I'm doing that for them. Okay, they want their story out there and all that. I'm for me, I'm I like drama, I like watching this, but I don't like personally being in the drama and stuff. I'm ooh, entertainment, I'll be in the corner here not saying anything and just eating my popcorn.
kind of like so basically kind of with the recent drama that's been going on for the past few weeks at the moment, which I don't want to talk about because it involves one of the Rec Room staff, and plus I don't want us to get a ban to talk about it, So yeah, that be said to Alex. So I mean, I think it's just funny though. I mean, I think it's just weirdly odd how some people just want to start rumours just for views on YouTube. As soon as they make one rumour up, just anything, it gets 2k views in over a few days, and they get load of subs.
That is so true.
Someone a couple of months ago ended up decided to create a drama channel of Rec Room, and it was in the video. They did maybe 2 videos, and in one of them it was a guy and girl, and the girl was just asking a simple question. I forget what it was. It's let's just say, do you like my profile pic, type of thing, and the guy wouldn't answer, and he ended up just leaving. I'm that's drama? What? Some of these people got to get better at the whole drama thing. Just take advice from Keemstar, get the info, then put it out, man. Because I was there when Keemstar had 2.5 million or 1,000 subscribers or something like that. Now he has close to 6,000.
Nice. I mean, yeah, I can't really think of anything else to talk about. I mean,
yeah.
Do you any?
I got one type of drama that I'm willing to talk about that involved me. It was a recent thing too. I tell people yeah, I'm actually married, and I've had people that are teenagers say, would you be my girlfriend? I'd be no, I could be your mom. Okay, no, I'm not doing that. And there's the whole thing of I don't want people to call me wrong or anything, and particular thing. And one person he for me to have him stay on record, I'm like, I'm claiming you as my boyfriend, so you can stay on, okay? And like, it's a basic joke type of thing. And I was in a room, and there was a 17-year-old. I told him like, oh yeah, we're dating, we're Rec Room boyfriend and girlfriend. And I ended up saying, yeah, I'm married too, whatever. And he was like, you're cheating on your husband. No, and he would not listen to reason whatsoever with it. I'm like, even with it, there was another guy that was in the room. I forget what his name was. He ended up saying, ended up bringing up the whole open marriage. Brought up like a open marriage type of thing, and it's like you're still cheating with open marriage type of thing. And I'm like, it got so out of hand that I'm like, okay, I'm blocking this guy, and I'm letting people know like about him, because there's a lot of adults who've interacted with him. It's like, hey, be aware, he might be spreading this about me. Okay, it's not true. You know, I don't take like Rec Room significant others seriously at all. I'm like, this guy, it's a joke. He understands. We're cool with each other, whatever.
Actually, to add to that subject, to add to it, I mean, a lot of adults like us play Rec Room, like especially quite a few like boomers. I'm gonna say like, it would be the right word to say. I don't know. Like, I don't know what the word is now anymore. But yeah, a lot of kids do freak out.
Age.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people freak out and say, a lot of kids freak out and say, wait, what?
Yeah.
Really? Wait, that's just weird. I mean, this is a kids game.
Yeah, this is a totally kids game. I can see how people think it's a kid game. Just look how our avatars and how the world is built. Yeah, it's totally like that. But I've been playing this for 3 years basically, and I'm 32. I'm like, I enjoy this game. I'm on here like every day, even if it's just to get on to do the dailies. Like, I enjoy this game so much, and I enjoy interacting with the other adults. Like, I ended up a month or two ago celebrating someone's 60th birthday.
Nice.
And it was fun.
I mean,
the first oldest person I've met, that especially older than me, they were 49, and he was one of those guys. I met him twice, and that's it. He's one of those guys to where like you try and talk to him about one thing, but then he'll like end up going to another subject, not saying anything in particular. He just says stuff, and we're like. And the second time I interacted with him, and the guy was asking him, wait, let's go back to this. I want to talk more about this one thing. And he was just going off, spilling about other stuff. Like, it got to the point of, like, you're saying stuff, yet you're not saying anything. And it's one of those things where you got to watch the politicians and whatever country you're from, just listen how they say it. Because they're so smooth when they say it, and they'll go to the next subject and all that. I'm like, wait, what?
Talking about that that joke you were talking about, that 13-year-old asked if you could be my girlfriend or boyfriend, and they said no, I could be your mum.
Yeah.
Right. I got told this. Apparently, if you ask Marisa, she'll say the same thing. I got told this last year.
wait, if you ask Marissa the same thing,
she'll say the same thing. That's what I got told.
well, I guess not many people are into that sort of thing. I mean, but we're not going down that path. I'm gonna save that for episode 3. Yeah. Yes. But yes, I think I'm gonna leave this episode here. But before I do that, before I do end this episode, listeners, this podcast will be all about talking about different topics from across the world, talking about gaming community, especially mainly from Rec Room, talking with friends, interviewing guests along the way. That will be within the VR community or in the real world, like so. Episode 3, I shall be talking about some adult subject, which is sexual wealth and well-being, because 2020 has been a very tough year, and I want to talk about many ways on how we can look after ourselves much more better, like so. And yeah, also during season 1, I shall also be talking to a podcaster within a couple episodes in the next few weeks, which is another autistic person who does podcasting himself. He's interviewed one guest called Anne from The Chase, so that'd be very exciting to try and speak to him at some point as well. But yeah, this has been episode 1 with HappyElf, SedateSloth, and of course your boy, the Autistic YT. So thank you for listening, and goodbye for now.